Yeah, I know me. I'm dangerous.
Casual boxing talk.
Yo, what's good? Coming to you live with another one. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan, aka the Ghost Rider of boxing. Yeah, man. So what's good, man? So look like it's almost official. The return of Tank Davis coming soon. He's in serious negotiations with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and all I can say is the Ghost Rider of boxing strikes again. The Ghost Rider of boxing strikes again. Yeah, but you know, it's going to be a good day for boxing when Tank returns. But I like what's happened in his absence, man. It's sort of like when Floyd left almost. Maybe he ain't as big as Floyd was, but at the same time, he's still the face of boxing. So usually when the face of boxing steps off and the new one comes back, and he comes back a bigger star. And he's coming back to the rematch everybody want to see. And I know all the black folks are saying, no, we want to see him fight Roach. All the Mexicans want to see him fight Pitbull. And we already know black versus Mexican. Champion Brooklyn in the building, baby, what's good? Yeah, so we already know how that roll, man. You know, Tank returns after hiatus. Black versus Mexican should be a lit card. You know, real talk. Sleep was good. Welcome to the party, King. Yeah. Clifton Dennis was good. My favorite Haney at. So yeah, we already know. Like the Ghost Rider of boxing strikes again. The Ghost Rider of boxing strikes again. Tank is coming back to that Pitbull fight. We already know. What's good, Clifton Dennis? What we got to chop it up about, brother? Clifton Dennis, what we got to chop it up about? Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy. Yeah, because you know, your second favorite fighter is going to return this year. Looking forward to it. Would have loved to see it happen on Cinco de Mayo, but I'm not sure how much work Tank been getting in. You know, and they saying he's gonna come back to 140 to fight Pitbull. Crazy work. Damn. That's right. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. So if Tank come back to boxing at 140, I mean, that makes sense because he was putting on weight for the Jake Paul fight. So he was going to come in extra heavy, coming in to knock JP out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we will see. But boxing does need to return to Tank. And I would love to see him fight Pitbull. I ain't going to lie to that. I think that's a good return bout. I think because Tank beat him with one hand the last time. And Tank surpasses this dude on skills. So I like to see if Tank could actually put Pitbull to sleep, because that seems like the hardest thing to do, putting Pitbull to sleep. I don't think it's easy to knock that little cinder block head, no neck midget out. I don't think that's an easy thing to do, Clifton Dennis. I know we on another topic, but you see Ryan and Roley about to sign with sign dates. Debo with Debo alive and well. Yeah, I mean Ryan and Roley about what? Hold on, time out. I know we're on another topic, but you see Ryan and Roley about signed with dates. Debo alive and well. Wow. What do you mean? Time out. Clifton Dennis, holler at me. So you telling me that they scheduled to fight? Ryan and Roley have scheduled a rematch? I didn't hear about that. That's news to me. From what the last I heard, Debo Dev was in negotiations with Rolly Romero. That's the last I heard. Sleep. So why fight him then? Was there another fight to make? Are you talking about Pitbull? Oh, Dev about to fight both of them. Okay. Oh, now I get it. Well, I got Dev over Rolly, and I got Dev in the Ryan rematch. So if that happens, that's good for Dev. And like I did a whole show talking about him ducking Keyshawn Davis. So you know. Okay, cool. September 5th, Ryan, May 30th, Rolly. Okay. Got to get past Rolly. I think it's very dangerous to look past Rolly. Debo Dev looking past Rolly is a dangerous thing to do. I think that plays into Ryan's hands, because right now, see, Debo Dev need to stay focused, or Day Dev, as I like to call him. Day need to stay focused, because Rolly Romero is not going to be a walk in the park. Rolly Romero does have the power to knock Dev out, or at least put him down several times in the fight. I think Rolly Romero should be respected as a dangerous opponent, and to look past him and sign dates to other fighters, I feel is a huge mistake. Looking past Rolly is a huge mistake. Sleep. Yeah, Tank versus Cruz. Why fight a man you beat and beat with one hand? Because a lot of people think Cruz beat him, and those people mostly being Mexican. Black versus Mexican is always a huge payday for fight promoters. Tank Davis return to boxing is another huge marketable event. So I think, honestly, Tank versus Pitbull is worth more than Tank versus Lamont Roach too, because of everything I just named. Even though the boxing heads would be like, nah, Roach put up a better fight. Hey, hold on, I gotta shut this door real quick. My girl blasting the TV in the other room. Hold on. We back at it. Yeah. So that's what I think, Sleep. Crunch time, what's good? King, welcome to the party. Joe Cole, what's good? Yo, Scoop. Why Shakur said Ryan wasn't that big in person after the Ryan fight? But I want a clause. Exactly. Why did Shakur say he wasn't that big in person? Mind games, playing mind games. Talk. That was basically trash talk. Asking for the clause showed us what he really thinks. Asking for PED testing after Ryan put on a spectacular performance showed us what he really thinks. You know what I'm saying? So all right, cool. Clifton Dennis. We can talk about that after let's get to Tank. We can talk about that after. Let's get to Tank. Tank versus Pitbull we talking money. It's going to be a more valuable fight than Tank versus Lamont Roach, and I think Lamont Roach about to get played, ladies and gentlemen. I think Pitbull is on a revenge tour with Lamont Roach. They like, you beat Tank, we're gonna just give you draws. You with us now. You almost knocked us off our money train. 901 Dre, what's good? Where we at? Shola, what's good? What's that? Shala, what's good? I'm just now joining. I have to know why that would be a good one. All right, so I'm just now joining. I have to know why that'd be a good one. Shala, because Black versus Mexican always sells. They fought before. Everybody south of the border, the United States of America, thinks Pitbull actually beat Tank. A large number of Black people disagree. It's a huge rematch, and it's the return of Tank Davis. So which is also going to be a big draw. So I think, and the fact that he's fighting Pitbull Cruz without a warm-up fight says a lot. That says a lot about his confidence. So yeah, that's why. Address the elephant in the room. What's good? Let me see. You think Bull gonna make a difference? We will see. Life is good. Welcome to the party, King. What's up? Champion I. Quick take, Scooter. What do you think about that spanking Keyshawn put on Blueface? Well, he's supposed to do that. We can talk Keyshawn. Keyshawn Davis is doing an excellent job of promoting himself on his return. He's going on a gym tour. He's fighting social media influencers. He's fighting rappers. He's getting his name out there on the internet to the next generation. He's reaching the next generation of fight fans where they be at. And he's doing a better job than Shakur, actually. So I think Shakur's plans to slow Keyshawn down are going to backfire. Keyshawn is definitely on path to become way more popular than Shakur, which means he'll make way more money than Shakur and get way more respect than Shakur from the casuals. That's just my opinion. Smash up the likes. Where we at with it? Joe Cole. I don't get why PBC keep giving Roach fights. He's a pro box fighter. Revenge. It's revenge. He beat PBC's cash cow, so they had to cheat him. And now they're going to get revenge on him. You fighting with us. If you win, it's a draw. If you lose, it's an L. Smash up the likes. Lamont Roach, beware. Fabian, what's good? What's good? Pine Bluff Groves, not Pine Bluff Groves, not Sticks. Okay, cool. Johnson Island, what's good? Welcome to the party. Keith, Tank, and Pitbull saving PBS. I know what you mean. I mean PBC. They saving PBC. Yeah. I know what you mean. Inshallah. Don't forget about David Benavidez either. You know what I'm saying? Johnson Island. David Benavidez also, put him on that list. Inshallah. How you feel about Davis versus Davis? I think Keyshawn versus Tank would be this generation's Hagler versus Hearns. I think it'll be a fire fight. I think it'll be a war. I think if nobody gets knocked out, it would deserve a rematch. I think it's crossover appeal, meaning it's two black fighters who the world want to see fight. I think Tank versus Keyshawn is a better fight as far as casual fans go, as far as action goes. It's a better fight than Tank versus Shakur Stevenson. I think it's a better fight. I would love to see that fight. Hopefully somebody would like to make that happen. I got Tank winning that, by the way. I got Tank winning that. Champion I. Yeah, I like that Keyshawn is showing himself to social media. Social media is better for Keyshawn personality than core facts. Let me see here. Joe Cole. Roach did beat Pitbull, though. And why you think PBC? So look at it, right? So let's look at Lamont Roach Jr., right? You come in off the humble. You beat up PBC's cash cow, the face of boxing. You get robbed. Then they say, okay, we're going to rematch you. The PBC's face of boxing says, I got a bigger deal. You sue PBC's face of boxing, right? So they say, all right, listen, we're going to squash that. We're going to put you in a fight with one of our other stars, Pitbull Cruz. You get in there, you take Pitbull lightly, you get dropped. A lot of people think you won. I think you lost because you got dropped, Lamont Roach. But at the same time, what did PBC do? They gave you another draw. So now they're going to set you up against Zepeda, right? A fight that they would love to see Tank in. So PBC would love to see Tank fight Zepeda more than they would love to see Tank rematch Lamont Roach. Why? Because Tank don't need to rematch Lamont Roach to sell fights. So they're like, why are we going to put him back in there with you again? First of all, it's black on black. So that's limited to the market, right? That everybody who not black, they see two black men fighting. They're like, man, we could watch this on the news. We could watch this on World Star Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to draw the same market. It's too dangerous of a fight for Tank. You're a good boxer, but you don't get spectacular knockouts. We can't sell you. So we're going to use your attachment to Tank to sell other fights for Tank. They just use Lamont Roach to sell the Pitbull rematch. That's essentially what happened. And then they're about to use him to set up a Tank versus Zepeda fight. Remember, you heard it here. They're about to use Lamont Roach to set up a Tank Davis versus Zepeda fight. Think about it. And it's because Roach is good. Real talk. But he don't get knockouts though. Roach don't have that extra gear. Yeah, like turn it up. But his fights be fire fights though. Roach be in some fights, he just don't get knockouts. Like all his fights are entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. Roach does give you entertaining fight. He's always battling back. If he's behind, he's always fighting back. He can box his ass off. I mean, like, just shout out to Lamont Roach. Smash up the likes. Lamont Roach, PBC is playing you, my guy. They're gonna pay you, but play you at the same time. You're never gonna get that Tank fight. That Tank fight, if you do get it, it's gonna happen 5 years down the line. Mark my words. Boom. Shala, what's good? I agree to that. And I got Tank on that. I want Tank on that one too. Tank versus Keyshawn. Yeah, facts. Kirko Gonzalez. I get it about the money, cool. And I'm a Tank fan for real. But he won that fight. He won that fight unanimously with one hand in the last 4 rounds. He actually had a draw with Roach. Like I said, I get the money. What about the pride? Yeah, the pride is one thing. We talk about Tank Davis. So Kirko Gonzalez, I'm gonna give you pride right here. I'm gonna give you pride right here. Smash up the likes. Kirko. This is what Tank showed pride last year. Jake Paul press conference, Miami. Tank told the world, oh, this scripted. Yeah. Jake Paul gave me a script. Everybody in this crowd asking questions as actors. None of this is real. I'm going to take your money, but I'm not following no script. I don't care if this is an exhibition. That's pride. That's pride. Tank saved boxing that day. Tank saved boxing that day. Imagine if Tank went in the ring with Jake Paul and started doing what Mike Tyson did when he went in the ring with Jake Paul. That's a black eye for the sport. That's a black eye for the sport. And it gives Jake Paul more culture vulture legacy, where we would hand over one of our great fighters to boost up the status of Jake Paul. Tank wasn't going for it. That's pride. That's pride, Kirko. And like even the non-Tank fans got to respect the fact that he did that for boxing, even if he did it for his own pride. Because think about it, Tank used to be in Baltimore as a kid, sleeping on the streets outside the gym because boxing saved his life, right? Got him out of the foster care system. Mom's was a crackhead. Dad's was locked up. And all he had was the gym. And what he did for boxing. A lot of people would have taken that Jake Paul money. They would have taken the $40 to $60 million to go on a script that makes Jake Paul look good and benefit off your legacy. A lot of people would have done that. Tank said no. That's pride right there, brother. That's pride right there. Clifton Dennis. I'd rather Roach versus Tank, but you know what I'm saying? Getting Tank because it's good. However, real talk. Oh, I get it. I'd rather Roach versus Tank, but I don't care. Getting Tank because it's good for however. This is good. However, here we go. Ron Deasy. You're what's what it is, Ghost. I am Ron Deasy. What's good, King? Joe Cole. Tank gonna take that WBC belt next if Roach get it. Let me see here. Johnson Allen. Yeah, Roach stink. But Roach can box though, Johnson Allen. Johnson Allen got beat up twice back to back. Okay. Boom. Johnson Allen. Pitbull got a bigger fan base. That's why it's happening. Pitbull got the whole country of Mexico backing him on this. Real talk. Shala. I'm glad you know boxing. Appreciate you, King. Real talk, Shala. Let me see here. Sleep. Don't sound like the face of boxing to me. I mean, it is what it is. It's all about money at this point. It's all about bankroll and the sellability. It ain't even about because the way boxing is today, it's all about who can sell. How you think Jake Paul became arguably the face of boxing with all these great fighters out here? You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about that anymore, even though I love the fact that we got a guy like Turkey Al-Sheikh giving these guys bags to fight each other. Because of Turkey, we're getting the fights that would have never taken place. Real talk. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Joe Cole, facts. Tank versus Pettis for the WBC belt next. It'll be one hell of a fight. Let me see. Kirko. Okay, you kind of gave me the answer. All right, I'm glad you appreciated what I had to say, brother. Real talk, Kirko. Crunch time. Roach is super underrated. Facts. Roach is like that. He just don't get knockouts. Robert Sweet. I want to see Roach versus Davis. To my Keyshawn or Tank, because we ain't gonna see him fight Tank. PBC not gonna let that happen. Joshua King, what's good? Tank ducking all the good fighters. Fight Shakur, fight Haney, fight Keyshawn. I mean, it's kind of like I'm gonna put it like this, Joshua King. Tank and Shakur kind of ducking each other. Shakur want to act like he want to fight Tank, but he knows he's got to get money to do it. And right now, he hasn't reached his maximum earning potential. So that's why you see him challenging Teofimo Lopez and moving up in weight. That's why you see him challenging Conor Benn, but wants a weight clause, wants a rehydration clause, because Conor Benn got the international market. See, what Shakur is trying to do right now is actually build himself up to make that Tank fight a bigger fight, because right now he doesn't feel he's going to get offered the money he deserves to fight Tank. But he's going to act like he wants to fight Tank tomorrow, with all honesty. And he's also a smart man. Shakur's a smart man. He sizes up his odds in boxing very well. So he looks at it right now. Okay, it ain't going to happen, but the best time to fight Tank for Shakur is when? Right now. Be the return fight, right? Instead of Pitbull. or 3 years from now. Because the longer that fight takes to happen, the more the odds sway into Shakur Stevenson's favor. That's what I'm talking about. So we talking that. Haney's at 47. Will Haney be willing to come down to 40 to fight Tank? That's the question. Will Haney recognize that Tank is the A-side and come down to 40 to fight him? I don't think Haney will do it. Keyshawn Davis, I agree. They need to make that fight happen. I don't think Keyshawn Davis people would give him the Tank, though, right now at this time, 14 fights into his professional career. I don't think Keyshawn Davis people will let him fight Tank Davis at this point in time. I might be wrong. So ducking, I don't know about all the ducking talk, bro. I mean, we compare resumes. Tank got a hell of a resume. Name me somebody with a better resume than Tank in the lightweight division. Real talk. Clifton Dennis, Roach got to do something crazy to get the Tank fight, like beat Shakur. Yep, and it looked like Shakur playing with him. Shakur playing games with Roach. He acting like he want to fight Roach, but ain't trying to fight Roach. Real talk. Real talk. Tyler Garrison, I think it's smart for Tank to fight Pitbull for a tune-up since he just coming back. He knows what he's dealing with. I agree, Tyler Garrison. Welcome to the party, King. Rob Sweet, Roach versus Davis. That we ain't gonna see that fight, Robert Sweet. We ain't gonna see that fight, fam. It's because Roach sued Tank, and PBC is gonna play Roach right now. Think about it. PBC just used Roach to hype up a Tank return fight rematch with Pitbull. They used Roach for that. They tried to. So what are they doing on the subconscious level? Smash up the likes. On the subconscious level, PBC is telling the world that, Pitbull is a better fight. Because look, Roach couldn't beat Pitbull. Both of these dudes Tank couldn't knock out neither one of these dudes. They both put up a hell of a fight. I mean, so we'd rather do the fight that's going to bring more eyeballs to the screen. It's going to open up more wallets, right? Which is against the Mexican. It is what it is. It's money all day. Then they're going to want him to fight Cepeda. After Roach fights Cepeda, they're going to play Roach. I'm telling you. Kirko, boom, boom. See, you get it now, right? Appreciate that, King. Crush time. I can't say Pitbull was a tune-up. Think about it. It's kind of Tank's familiar with him, but you're right. It's not a walkthrough. Call him. But that's how good Tank is, right? To say a dude like Pitbull is a tune-up. Real talk. Boom, boom. Sleep said, that's a hell of a spin, huh, man? Okay, I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do, Sleep. Clifton Dennis, to expose Jake with 50 million coming to you right now is on another level. Real talk. Real talk. Like, you got to respect Tank for doing that. You got to respect Tank for doing that. He had 50 million coming to him. All he had to do was follow the script. Pitch Jake Paul off. Tank caught all types of bull crap legal trouble after he exposed. He didn't just expose Jake Paul. He exposed a system that was backed by billionaires. He exposed a billionaire system of making money through sports entertainment. He exposed it. They shut him down. All of a sudden, here come lawsuits filed by strippers. You know what I'm saying? Mysterious charges that the judge don't seem to be taking seriously. Real talk. Where we at with it? Clifton Dennis. Roach warned himself letting Pitbull get a draw. Yeah, he went in there trying to bang it out with Pitbull. It was a huge mistake. And Pitbull dropped him. Put him in a hospital. Pitbull put Lamont Roach in the hospital. So Lamont Roach did two things bad, right? His game plan to slug it out with Pitbull, big mistake. Big mistake. That's you made it easy for Pitbull. Easy for PBC to give you that draw against Pitbull, right? And they said, no, we ain't done with you yet. We're going to make it a draw. We could give the fight to Pitbull, but we ain't done with you yet. Pitbull going to keep making money for us. We are not done pimping you yet, Lamont Roach. We have got to get our return on our investment for you embarrassing Tank Davis, right? So now we're going to need you for another warm-up. We need you to warm up Cepeda for the Cepeda fight. Think about it. It's some get back. It's PBC's get back on Lamont Roach, right? So another mistake Lamont made, taking pictures from a hospital bed, bro. Taking pictures in a hospital gown with your hand wrapped up, laying on the bed after the Pitbull fight. You're making it easier to sell Pitbull. He just put you in the hospital. There's been nobody in the history of broken hands that had to like get in a hospital gown, lay on the hospital bed, right? After you got your hand wrapped up, even before. There's no history of this. He damaged you, man. What else did Pitbull damage other than your hand, Lamont Roach? You don't go public with that. You don't put that on social media. You in a hospital bed after the fight? Come on, Slim. Who's your promotional person? Who's your publicist? Somebody should have told you, nah, man, delete that. Don't put that. Don't go live from the hospital bed after the Pitbull fight. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. 2 huge mistakes, right? Fighting, trying to go into a slugfest with Pitbull, then posting live from a hospital bed after the fight. Huge mistakes. Real talk. 901 Dre, that's real. Capitalism is what makes the Western world go round. Real talk. Boxing with 2-4. Welcome to the party, King. Johnson Allen, prize fighters, baby. It's all about that bag. Real talk. Mike Lowry, what's good? That's what they fail to realize. It doesn't make dollars. It don't make sense. Facts. Robert Sweet. Keyshawn, yeah. Keyshawn against anybody is a banging fight. Keyshawn is quickly becoming the most duck dude right now. All right, here we go. Joko. Tank resume running boxing. Damn near. What the F are y'all dumb A fans talking about? Real talk. Joko know what's up. Joko, I did a whole show on it. I know you was there. I did a show. We was actually comparing resumes. Everybody on Tank resume is running boxing right now. Headlining events. It's like becoming champions. It's like Tank resume look kind of lit. Tank's resume is aging like fine wine. Tank's resume is aging like fine wine. Real talk. Joko. Tank tried to fight Shakur. Shakur didn't want to fight. Stop the cat. That's what I was telling people. But it was smart business move for Shakur. Because if he takes a 1-fight deal with PBC in 2024 to fight Tank, what happens? The Shakur train is stopped. He goes back to square one. Tank wins that fight, bro. Shakur's people know that. So what do? You act like, nah, right? But it was smart. But still act like Tank the one ducking. And so you making it seem like you want to fight Tank. He's just not making the fight worth happening. Or he's ducking you. But it's smart. It's business-wise, it's smart. It ain't even, like we established, it's not about pride. It's about bank. It's about the bank. Real talk. Boom. Clifton Dennis. You think Turkey's still giving out the bag? I think he's ready to cut these promoters off, return on his investment without them. He may have to. Johnson Allen. Tank haters think Devin can beat Ryan and Rolly. We gonna see. He can't look past Rolly. I know that. He better not look past Rolly. Joko. Shakur turned down Haney and told Eddie not to talk to Tank. But that's what I'm saying. Shakur know what he's doing. He's trying to wait these guys out. And what I love what Debo Dev doing, right? He was taking shots at Shakur lately. He's been taking shots at Shakur lately. I like that about Day Dev. Real talk. Champion Scooter. How about Shannon Sharp standing on business when Clarissa Shields tried her very best to convince Unc she could whip Rolly? You know, Shannon Sharp is keeping it real. Like she ain't knocking out Rolly with Miro. That was just crazy. And like, you know what I'm saying? It looked like Shannon looked like a fool just agreeing with her. Like you got to. Real talk. Sleep, the A side, with what leverage? Dude, it's cold right now. Who cold right now? I know you ain't talking about Tank. Tank is actually more popular because he's been away for a year. Watch how that returns. Watch the return when he come back. Watch the numbers on that. It's gonna be ridiculous. Robert Sweet, definitely not Tank. Tank coming back for a tune-up and then for the belt. Yep. I got him coming back. My personal prediction, I'm gonna run it again. Tank come back, knock Pitbull out or beat him on the cards. Then fights the winner of Zapata Roach for the WBC title. That winner, I'm suspecting, is going to be Zapata. I think PBC is setting Roach up to get robbed. They're going to get him out of the way. It's business. Roach is going to have to go in there and beat the fool out of William Zapata to win that fight. Roach is going to have to go in there. And Roach, right now, it all depends. We're going to see where your heart's at. You have got to go in there and put Zapata down. I don't think you can do it. Kirko, why are people saying Pitbull is a tune-up? But see, Kirko Gonzalez, you see what I'm saying, though? They're going to say that, but at the same time, it's showing that the numbers are going to be there. The numbers will be there. All right, Joshua King. He been ducking Shakur, will box his ears off. Okay. Tank ain't fighting nobody, but who he knows he can beat, and it will backfire on him one day. Lamont Roach. And yes, I believe Haney would take that fight. Also, Keyshawn is a different beast. He can beat Tank, Shakur, and he can beat Tank, Shakur, and can beat Tank and can beat Haney too. I'm a Keyshawn fan too, Joshua King. All right, let me see where we are. I think Tank would win. Tank is a hell of a fighter. He just fights bums. Nobody wants to see, just like nobody wants to see him fight no damn Pitbull. I disagree with you on certain parts of that, Joshua King. Certain parts I agree, certain parts I disagree. Smash up the likes. We're all entitled to our opinion. Real talk. C Money, Memphis in the building, baby, what's good? C Money, welcome back. Let me see. Long live Doc. Shakur don't fight nobody. Portillo. You see Joshua King. Let me see. Yeah, life is good. So do you think we'll ever get Tank versus Shakur? All the fights you mentioned are good fights, but we all want to see Tank versus Shakur. I want to see that too. Life is good. That's the fight I really want to see. I don't think it's happening no time soon. I think Tank's hatred of Shakur is actually playing against him, because I feel like if he really was going at Shakur's neck, he would expose Shakur for the fraud he is. You understand what I'm saying? Because Shakur is definitely, you can't trust a word Shakur Stevenson says. And what I like about when Shakur was on Carmelo Anthony's podcast with his interview, shout out to Carmelo Anthony, because he said, I'm going to tell you straight up, Tank my youngin'. And they both from Baltimore, right? So he said Tank is his youngin'. He was standing on business about Tank and Shakur, right? So I'm telling y'all, like, watch that interview. But like I say, Tank need to be going at Shakur's neck to expose Shakur for the fraud he is. Because I think Shakur wants to age Tank out to make that fight happen, but he gonna act like he wants Tank. But it's the Tank's advantage to like go at his neck, be like, let's get it. But Tank's hatred is going to turn back to bite him, right? That's what hatred in your heart is a bad thing. Tank hates Shakur, but having hatred in your heart is not a good thing. Just all facts. It might motivate you, right, to achieve greatness, but it's not a good thing, because that which make you can also break you, if that makes sense. Robert Sweet. I was saying Keyshawn versus Roach, not Tank. Tank for sure coming back on tune up. Okay, Keyshawn versus Roach. I got Keyshawn putting Roach down. I got Keyshawn giving Roach that work. Keyshawn giving Roach that work. Dr. Dreadlock, what's good, King? All right, what's good, Slim? Lamont problem is he always playing the victim role. Yeah, like crying after the Tank fight. Yo, who stands on the ropes and just starts crying so everybody can see him crying, right? Who goes after the fight and goes live from a hospital bed? And who do that, man? Looking for sympathy. That dude's a manipulator. He's an emotional manipulator. Lamont Roach is an emotional manipulator. You can tell by the way he do things, bro. The Lamont Roach be trying to make people feel sorry for him. Come on, man. Now I don't want Drake. Keyshawn remind me of Buzz so much. Yeah, Keyshawn that dude, bro. Keyshawn that dude, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. All right, life is good. At Clifton Dennis. Not only does Roach have to fight Shakur, but he will have to beat Shakur, because if Shakur smacks Roach around, the talk will be crazy. The styles make fights won't be heard. Facts. Ooh. Brooklyn, the GOAT, was good. If Tank stops Cruz, Roach don't get no rematch. I think Roach gonna lose to Cepeda. I think they're gonna rob him. I think the way Cepeda fights, they're gonna make it easy to call the fight for Cepeda. Roach gonna have to really put Cepeda down. He gonna have to whip on Cepeda. I don't think he can do that. Johnson Allen. Tank will either stop Pitbull or go 12 for the workout. Life is good. Turkey might have to have all his fights in America. Those missiles hit Riyadh. Real talk. That's what we were saying. Life is good. Me and Zaire Brooks was talking about that. Did Trump actually save boxing with the Iran war? Because all that Riyadh season is done. If y'all still want to do boxing, y'all better bring it over here to the good old US of A, baby. USA, USA, USA. Welcome to America. Here we go. Talk. Mag 7 Life, welcome back, King. Tank beefing with the B-sides, Sugar Daddy Turkey. Shows how big Tank really is. It shows good leverage because ultimately Tank gonna win that fight if you're not stupid. Because you can't keep turning down turkey bags. The only reason you hold out is because you feel he ain't offering you enough money. Kirko. Look, Roach was supposed to beat Pitbull after having a draw with Tank. Don't forget, Roach and Tank are from the same area, kind of familiar with each other. Sparred a few times for, of course. He will look good somewhat against Tank, but it didn't go against how good Pitbull is, how good Roach is. It didn't go against Pitbull how good Roach is. We ain't hear about him until Tank made him. Until Tank made you. He went on a world tour with that draw. All facts, Kirko. All facts. But you gotta think about it. Look at Tank's resume. Tank's resume ain't as bad as Shakur fans want you to believe. Tank's resume is not as bad as Bill Haney wants you to believe. I would argue that Tank's resume is equal or better than Shakur or Dev's. Real talk. I would make that argument. Tank got a hell of a resume. It's highly slept on. Real talk, Johnson Allen. Turkey better throw Tank that Canelo bag. You may have to. We'll soon see. Because Canelo on the way out the door. Tyler Garrison. Everybody wants Tank back in boxing. He just has something about him that makes him more appealing than any other boxer, in my opinion. I agree. He does have that it factor. He definitely does have that it factor. Boom, Johnson Allen for big fights at MGM in Vegas. Yeah, I'm with that. Oh, Reclusive Artist, welcome back, King. What's good? Kirko Gonzalez. Devin ain't coming down in weight, then he ain't getting a Tank fight. If Devin don't come to 140, he is not getting a Tank fight. Johnson Allen. Tank on boxing and Bud/Shakur know it. Yo, them two dudes be conspiring on Tank. I love when Terrence Crawford was on Joe Rogan, and the way Joe Rogan was talking about Tank, Terrence Crawford just had to tell the truth. Yeah, Tank like that. He'd be cracking, but he had to defend his little brother too. He's like, yeah. So after Joe Rogan forced Terrence Crawford to speak the obvious and give Tank Davis his props, right? Terrence came in, yeah, but he ain't fighting nobody though. I want to see him challenge himself. Crunch time, facts. Mellow a real one. Spread love. That's the Brooklyn way, baby. Yay. Yo, that was a fire interview. I love the way Mello stood by Tank in that joint. He wasn't letting Shakur like mean talk him all off the point. He's like, nah, man, I ain't Tank my youngin. We're gonna still talk about this. This is my show, and Tank my youngin. We're gonna still talk about Tank because I got more questions, nigga. Right? Who you think this is? I got more questions. Right? I don't like the way you treat Mike Mello and do all that, but his energy did. You know what I'm saying? And he kept it respectful, but he wouldn't let Shakur back him down off the Tank questions. Fire interview, man. Salute to Mello. Larry Benson, what's good, King? Keyshawn put the Beats by Dre on Blueface. Yeah, but that was Blueface, though. Keyshawn told Blueface, I saw heavyweights and made I get it. Told Blueface I spar heavyweights and made Blueface look looked tiny in that ring. That was experience against Street Fighter. You know, Blueface got hands though for the average dude. For the average rapper, I put Blueface up against most of these rappers. And when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, I take Blueface over a lot of these rappers though. Real talk. Mag 7, life. To all the dummies saying Tank never fought anyone. So Shakur and Devin is fighting out different boxing pool like Ish needs to stop. They're all fighting all the same people. I mean, and yo, Mag 7, look at Tank's resume. We go through Tank's resume, kind of lit. The resume is kind of lit. It's aging like fine wine. The people he fought have gone on to become champions, right? Have gone on to headline venues, have gone on to become like tops in the sport. The resume is kind of lit. Real talk. Ola, what's good? Welcome to the party, Ola. You see, inclusive artist. What streaming software do you use, bro? Right now, I'm on StreamYard. When I'm on my phone, I just go directly through YouTube, though. Boom, Larry Benson. Tank come back to boxing focus. That's a dangerous Tank. Facts. All facts. Larry Benson. Shannon Sharp, let it be known. She wants to get out to sleep for millions against a man. She wants to get to sleep out. Let it be known. She wants to get out to sleep for millions against a man. Facts. Facts. Yo, she'll get knocked out. She'll definitely get knocked out. Fighting Rolly Romero. I like the way Rolly carried it. Rolly was like, yeah. She knocked me out. Next question. I'm not even going to dignify that. Yeah. She'll knock me out. Next question. Salute to Rolly for being a man about that. Y'all want to know that's how a grown man respond to a girl saying she gonna knock him out. All right, Shawty, it's whatever, Shawty. Oh, yeah. If that make you feel better about your life, go ahead. You'll knock me out. All right, cool. Next question. Real talk. Ola, where my man Black at? I don't know. I sent Black the link. You're gonna see. Yo, Black got a commercial. Hold up, man. I'm gonna show y'all Black commercial real quick. Black got a commercial. Rocking with the Ghost Rider of boxing. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. Yo, smash up the likes. Black has a commercial. My man Black actually has a real live commercial. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna screen record it, right? Just so I get it clean. Screen recording Black's commercial. Yeah. They got my man on an international gaming app. They got my man's on an international game. I told y'all, follow Black. Crunch Time with Rain Man for the win. He go by Rain Man for the win. Crunch Time with Rain Man for the win. Follow my man's on TikTok, right? Follow him on IG. I've been telling this man get a YouTube channel. He ain't listening, but I guess he don't have to because he got commercials now. My man Black got a commercial. It's a commercial that's playing across the pond. It's overseas. It's on some overseas-ish. Where we at? Wow, it's still going. Oh, I'm about to show y'all this. Salute to Black. Yo, Black, you need to pull up, baby. You need to pull up, baby. Pull up. But where we at with it? All right. Let's get ready to play Black's commercial, baby. All right, got that part. Now what we gonna do with it? Now I'm about to make it in a way that I can share it without getting jammed up. Smash up the likes. Boom. Larry Benson said, you know who really got hands? Chris Brown. Yeah, Chris Brown, an athlete. Y'all don't be sleeping on them dances. Them dances got wrecked. A lot of them dances is like they're athletic as hell. People will be like, oh man, you a dancer, like that's some disrespectful stuff. They got footwork and a lot of them got hands and they are athletically inclined. You'll mess around and get embarrassed by a dancer. You will mess around and get embarrassed by a dancer, like real talk. And what you don't want him to do is be giving you that work and dancing while he's doing it. Oh man, it's a wrap. in the age of world star hip hop, oh man, you'll become a meme real quick. You get out here, get to banging with a dancing ninja. He started, you know what I'm saying, doing the Dougie while he giving you that work. Can you imagine that? Like you got this bam out here doing the Dougie while he popping you. You're doing the Dougie, bruh. Come on, man. Come on, man. Where they do that at? You can't let that happen. Leave the dancers alone. Leave them dancers alone, baby. Where we at with it? Okay, I'm about to export this. I'm about to show y'all Black's commercial. Shout out to Black. Saving it to my device. Real talk. Here we go. Here we go. Now I'm about to airdrop it to my laptop. Let's get this work, baby. Yo, smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Let's get this work, baby. Oh, yeah, there it go. There it go. We sending this out, right? Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. It's sending right now. I'm about to play y'all my man Black commercial real quick. Yeah. Rocking with casual box talk, man. Blueface versus Chris Brown. Blueface versus Chris Brown. Crunch time. I'm taking Blueface. I'm taking Blueface in that. I'm taking Blueface in that. I would love to see that. All right, so done got it set. Now I'm about to add it on. I got it set. Now I'm about to add it on. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? How I add this on here, man? I don't forgot how to do it. Here you go. Here you go. Add a new video file. Add a new video file. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Let's get it, baby. You about to see Black's commercial. All right, got it. Here we opening it up. Thanks for rolling with it, brother. Anthony Perez, what's good? Base 6651. What's good, baby? Hold on. All right, let's add this to stage. This is my man Black's.
What happens when creativity takes the field? When art and sport collide, create something super class. We're launching a global competition that celebrates imagination, talent, and unity. The Art of the Game invites artists worldwide to design custom basketballs inspired by our countries and our collective diversity. We're uniting art and sport to showcase our super drive, creativity, and global footprint, building a truly unique legacy. And what's a game without reward?
All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's we got it. I showed y'all Black's commercial. Salute to my man Black, man. Doing big things out here in this world, baby. 1 second. All right, we back. Let's get it. Let's get it. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Boom. All right. So what was y'all talking about in the chat while I stepped away? Let me see. Wow, chat was lit. Boom. Tyler Garrison, Crawford can't stand Tank. No, he can't. Real talk. Kirko. All them guys don't like Tank for real. Yeah, they all hate him. He's the most hated boxer in the game. Only one like him is African. See, Johnson Island. Yeah, wealthy white folk. You know Tank Davis. Real talk. Yeah, the wealthy white folk know Tank Davis. They do. They do. Let's talk about Clarissa. Tone Moss want to talk about Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields is badass. I rock with Clarissa Shields. She's one of my favorite people in boxing. Loved her movie. I see what she's doing. I think the whole thing with Remy Ma and her, I think that's made up for the internet. I think Pap smashing both of them still. I think Pap and Remy is like one of them Hollywood swinging couples. I think they're both invested in Clarissa Shields' career. Clarissa Shields is taking off. That whole event she had with Zeus Boxing was lit. It was a lit card. It was a party. It was great. It was a one woman headlining an event without Jake Paul, and it was successful. So I mean, like, Real talk. Let's talk Clarissa. I think the whole thing was saying she ready to beat up Pap was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But that was just funny. That's her plan. Real talk. Larry Benson, Draw Mont. We already know who that is. Real talk. Boom, boom. Crunch time. Yeah. Blueface definitely got hands. Tone Moss. Hypocrite of the year, Clarissa. Come on, man. We ain't dissing Clarissa. Her saying she can knock out Rolly. Come on, man. You know, that's her selling fights. Hypocrite of the year in boxing has definitely got to be Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is hypocrite of the year. Like, let's look at it. Shakur Stevenson gets on Tank about rehydration clauses, and in the exact same interview, exactly 5 sentences later, talks about rehydration clauses, right? Come on. Let's keep it real. Shakur Stevenson is definitely a hypocrite of the year. Real talk. Let me see. Haitian Grimace, what's good? What's good, King? Where we at with it? Tony Tone, what's good? What it do? Appreciate you, King. Kirko Gonzalez, we need more interviewers like Mello to make all these guys stand on what they say. Shaking my head. Did you see the favoritism in that Max Kellerman interview? Yeah, man. They all do that for Core for some reason. I think Core be checking them behind the scenes. I ain't talking about this. I ain't talking about that. Mello, like, man, it's my show. We're going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. Real talk. He tried to tell, because Mello was like one of Tank's OGs, right? Mello say Tank is Shaggy, right? So he trying to tell Mello, I don't really want to talk about that guy. Mello said, that's my youngin. We're going to talk about him. Tank my youngin. We're going to talk about him. I don't care if you don't want to talk about him. We're going to talk about him on here. Come on, Slim. Real talk. Shakur Stevenson, definitely hypocrite of the year in boxing. Mag 7 Life. Why do boxers hold Tank to a higher standard? Money and popularity. They jealous, jealousy, basically envy, jealousy. Real talk. Tone Moss. Nah, Rolly wants some fans with that response. Real talk. He said, you know what? Yeah, she could beat me. It's whatever. Whatever this girl talking about. You know what I'm saying? Whatever make her feel more empowered as a woman. Right? Real talk. BK Pebbles, what's good, BK? What's up, brother? Like your videos. Tank better than Devin and Shakur, hands down. Yeah. I still want to see them get it on, though, BK. I still want to see them get it on eventually, Johnson's Island. I'm ready to see one time stop Slender Man. Not happening. One time is not stopping Slender Man, especially if Slender Man come behind that jab. If Slender Man is coming behind that jab, it's going to be a long night for one time. Facts. Jerry-O Gats, what's good? Can woman just be woman, always trying to fight, man? Yeah, she only saying that because look at all the run it's getting. It's getting a lot of run by her saying that. And really it helps out Rolly Romero, right? Just keeps his name in the algorithm. Livingston Masalo, what's good? Devin don't want to get back with Garcia. Devin don't want no get back from Garcia. And I think he kind of skeptical of that. I think personally, from a psychological standpoint, he needs to run that back, smash up the likes. I think there is some fear in there. I think there's some obvious fear. I think Devin Haney has nightmares. I think subconsciously he fears that happening again. And I think he resents that, right? He's mad at Ryan Garcia for exposing his internal weaknesses, right? I think Devin Haney gets flashbacks to that, like Rocky Balboa, right? Remember Rocky Balboa was having flashbacks in Mr. T. Rocky Balboa was having flashbacks to Ivan Drago. So I think Devin Haney gets flashbacks to Ryan Garcia. The hook. Kept catching him with the same punch. The hook. And Devin's head was just right there on the line to get caught with the hook. Shout out to Bill Haney, getting his son beat up. Ola say you Zeb and Black got some good you Zeb and Black some good brothers. Oh, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Tony Tone, Tank versus Floyd to be crazy. Only in an exhibition. Floyd Mayweather is not dumb enough to fight Tank in a real fight. It would have to be an exhibition. And I, for one, smash up the likes. Would love to see Tank and Floyd get together and do what Jake Paul was doing, right? Putting on a show. I love to see two black dudes get together and be like, listen, Why we letting Jake Paul do this? Why don't me and you get in the ring and do what Jake Paul and Mike Tyson did? Right? Why don't me and you come together, get a crazy bag, and do what Jake Paul was trying to do to you, Tank? I love to see two brothers get together and make that happen. Put on a WWE event. Real fight though, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Ola, I rock with y'all boys. Yo, respect, man. We rock with you too, Ola. Real talk. Larry Benson. All the fighters Tank fought are talked about more than the champions. The fighters that don't fight Tank are fighting his opponents. Real talk. Real talk. They fighting the same people he beat. Why? For clout. Crunch time. Blueface versus Chris Brown. We talked about that. I got Blueface. I definitely got Blueface in that. Haitian Grimace. I need to see Navarrete versus Oshaki Foster ASAP. What do you think, Slim? I got the Mexican for sure. I got Oshaki in that. Navarrete had trouble with Brechechin. Berenicek, however you pronounce his name, is Brechechin or Berenicek, the one Keyshawn Davis made easy work of. I think an athletic black fighter would be a lot for Navarrete. I'd like to see it, though. Oh, yeah, we talked about that, Base. Oh, Johnson Allen, Eddie Hearn, funny as fuck. Dana White, definitely a dangerous a degenerate gambler. Dana White is definitely a degenerate gambler. Hilarious. Anthony Perez, salute, Tally. I'm trying to catch up to these chats. Oh, should we got super chats? Let me skip on over here. My man, Big Sco. What's good, Big Sco? Welcome to the party, King. So what my man Big Sco talk about? I want to see Tank unalive all their favorites. Hilarious. Big Sco back at it. All right, Clarissa is a hypocrite too. On one show, one day apart, she said rehydration clauses are stupid, but then said Shakur is smart for wanting to do it. They're super friends. She Wonder Woman. Real talk. Yo, thanks for the super chat, my brother. Real talk. I'm gonna use that to fast forward. The super chat to fast forward. Anthony Perez, Shakur also fake ass homie of the year. Yeah, he is. Keyshawn, but Keyshawn gonna outsmart him at the end of the day. I'm starting to think Keyshawn Davis may not be that stupid. I was worried about him for a minute. I was worried about how smart Keyshawn Davis actually was, but he showed me that he may not be that stupid. Real talk. Haitian Grimace. You don't like my fighter Shakur, man. You got to stop, OG. I mean, I fuck with Shakur. What you talking about? I've been saying Shakur is elite. He top. If we talking right now in boxing, we talking Shakur Stevenson, right? I'm gonna say his name first just to make y'all happy, but in no particular order. We talking people that can box by Shakur Stevenson, Dimitri Bivol, Gervonta Tank Davis in no particular order, right? These are the elites. Keyshawn Davis, I feel, is gonna get there soon. We can keep on. It's a lot of fighters. Like Terrence Crawford's retired. We talking women's boxing, Clarissa Shields, Shadeja Green, right? It's a lot of fight. So Shakur is amongst the top upper echelon. Shakur is amongst the upper echelon. So I'm not hating on Shakur, bro. Real talk. I'm not hating on. Come on, Haitian Grimace. Johnson Allen. Only ninja scared of Shakur is his fans. Clifton Dennis, where you at with it, man? Remember you said earlier, Keyshawn's building his name better than Shakur right now, messing with them streamers. I don't know, though, because Shakur getting his name out, doing the biggest podcast, Shay, Rogan, etc. That's a fact, but it's just a matter of time for Keyshawn to start getting on that list. Keyshawn is building a grassroots following right now. And what you think gonna happen when Keyshawn is on Shay? What you think gonna happen when he on Mello, when he on Joe Rogan? Keyshawn Davis will be on the Joe Rogan podcast. Remember I told you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Real talk. Clifton Dennis, I think it's close. Okay. Yeah, Big Skull be wild in Clifton Dennis. He said at every show. Oh yeah, Clifton Dennis. If you think Devin is scared of Ryan, go watch Bernie the Boxer latest clip on Mill City, dropped like 2 hours ago, 2 hours and 15 minutes ago. No, I don't think he's scared. I think he has flashbacks, bro. I think he has flashbacks. I think he could have won the first fight had he had Mickey Bay. Like, real talk. But I think that beatdown was psychologically damaging, and I think Devin needs to rematch that man. I think Devin needs a sports psychiatrist because of that fight. He needs a sports psychiatrist. He needs to face his demons. I think he wakes up when Devin Haney has a nightmare. He's face to face with Ryan Garcia, and the hook is coming. And Devin wakes up, like he's sweating, right? I'm that's what I think. I don't know this to be a fact, but I think so. I think that when Devin Haney has nightmares, it's Ryan Garcia's face he sees. And it's always the same one. It's Ryan Garcia, and the hook is coming. The hook is coming. The hook, and as soon as the hook gets right here, he wakes up, sweating, right? Looking around. He shook, right? Smash up the lights. That's what I think. It's just my opinion. It may not be. I don't think he sleeps like a baby when he thinks of Ryan Garcia, though. I think Ryan Garcia is in that boy's head rent-free because of the beatdown. James Johnson, what's good? If Stevenson and Tank get in a phone booth, Tank will win. He'll walk out of there. Yeah, he will. But they're going to fight in the ring, though. They're going to fight in the ring, and Shakur's going to try to run. And I know what you're saying. They get in the phone booth. And Shakur is not fighting Tank like he fought Williams and Pettit. Shakur is not getting in that shell, right, and exchanging blow for blow with Tank. If he does and is successful at it, then he would have convinced me. But I don't think he could do it. I don't think he will do it. Oh, yeah. I read the super chats, Big Skull. Appreciate you, Ken. With the Dennis. I did it. She said, I didn't. She said both. You didn't know she said both. Either way. Base. Slender keeps getting dropped, Scooter. If Thurman smack him, it's over. Yeah, but Thurman old now. He been away for a while. Yeah. I read the super chats, brother. I read the super chats. Let's see. Can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane. Bomba Clyde. Yeah. What's good? You see, crunch time, bro. Shakur was on Joe Rogan, Fat Joe, and Kiss, Mello, while Keyshawn sparring for Clip. You got to start somewhere. Keyshawn started at the grassroots. The social media following is big. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. So that you got to start somewhere. Say Sedaja shouldn't have been on that list. I'm trying to give her props. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't proven nothing yet. I agree. Big Skull, Clifton Dennis, your boy Haney exposed her on the Ring channel. Set her dumb A up. Yo, Haney was on that Ring on shooting shots, right? It was a couple of times that he let them sit there and talk about him like he wasn't there. You know, Dev ain't quick like his dad, right? With the verbal. But at the same time, I like how Haney stood up there on his own and was throwing shots at everybody's face. He threw shots at Shakur, throwing little mild shots at Tank. Like Haney wasn't up there looking like no sucker. Shout out to the super chat, Big Skull. Devin Haney suffers from PTRS. Ryan. The R is Ryan. Post-traumatic Ryan syndrome. I get it, my brother. Yeah, I think he has legitimate nightmares. Boom. Clifton Dennis, y'all got to stop calling Shakur a runner. Really, watch him. He only ran versus Santos, versus De Los Santos. Really go back and watch. I be telling everybody, Clifton Dennis, Shakur is vicious. He's a vicious fighter. But I think when he meets power, like with Edwin, like say he fights Tank, for example, I think he's gonna get back on that bicycle. I think he really does not want to engage with power. And I believe Coach Kenny, that Tank knocked his molar loose. I believe that. That's traumatic. Boom. Tyler Garrison. All them guys, Shakur, Crawford, Keyshawn, etc., hate on Tank. But to me, it's jealousy. His name rings out more when he's away from boxing. Real talk. Real talk, Tyler Garrison. When they hating on it, it's because you don't see when they hating on you, it's because you doing something right. Facts. Cholis, what's good, fam? Boom, boom. What's up, Scoop? Patiently waiting on Virgil and Boots. The clock is ticking. It's up to Virgil at this point. The ball is in Virgil's court. The ball is in Virgil's court. We're going to see if Virgil Ortiz really wants that smoke, or if he's just saying he do. Real talk. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So, it's been real. Dr. Dreadlock. Devin has severe PTSD. It's just real facts. Dr. Dreadlock, facts. It's definitely real. Hold on. It's definitely real. The boy has nightmares of Ryan Garcia. He wakes up in cold sweats. He needs a sports psychiatrist. All of the above. It's all bad for Devin Haney. Get it together, brother. Get your ish together, brother. Devin Haney, get your ish together, brother. In the worst way. Oh. Smash up the likes. Yeah. Clifton Dennis said we try to trigger him now. So you telling me that beatdown didn't give him PTSD? I think it did. I think that beatdown did give him PTSD because he's still a human being, Clifton Dennis. And like you gotta look at my point. I say he needs to challenge that demon. Like if you believe thoroughly, if you Devin Haney, right? You think Ryan Garcia cheated and he embarrassed me in front of the world. Do what Miguel Cotto did. He had to run that back, right? With Margarito. You don't think Miguel Cotto suffered PTSD from what Margarito did to him? Run it back. Real talk. Hey, bro, it's no way Ryan Garcia is more scared of a dude he beat up like that. No way you're going to be scared of a dude you beat up the way Ryan Garcia beat up Devin Haney. No way you're going to be scared of a dude like that. I don't see it. Anthony Perez. Devin is the B-side versus Ryan because he got that ass whipped. And they both champions now. So, I mean, it ain't like Devin a champion and Ryan's not. They're both champions now. So, we'll see. Clifton Dennis. If Ryan doesn't want to take them tests correctly, it's because he's scared. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to just let the Haney X ride with that one. But I'm talking about the actual fight, though, right? The actual fight. Flo, what's good? Welcome back, Queen. Need to go watch Born a Champion. Boom, boom. Where we at? Crunch time. Margarito had plaster in his gloves. Imagine that. Real talk. You think Miguel Cotto didn't have PTSD after that? He went and got it back in blood, baby. Tyler Garrison. Ain't Virgil having legal issues with Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya? I think I saw Oscar do an interview about it. Yeah, Oscar won that case. Clifton Dennis. If Ryan not scared, why not risk it and accept the fight? I mean, Ryan tried to get the fight. Devin went on the rollie. That's what happened. Anthony Perez, Ryan never cheated. I don't believe Ryan cheated either, but you can't try telling that to a Haney yet. Base 6651. Ryan got two hands now. Real talk, looking dangerous. He not running nothing back with G. Whoa, Ryan got two hands now. He ain't running none back with G. I like that. Ryan Garcia's last performance scared Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. I agree. But ironically, I got both of them against him in a fight, though. But he put some type of fear in them boys' hearts. He sure enough did. Shit, Devin was shaking like he said, yo, shit, Devin was shaking like A cheeks. He showed improvement against Norman Sr., though. Norman Jr., though. Facts, he did. But yeah, Looking at Ryan float around the ring, flick that jab, and use his right hand. That was the most dangerous version of Ryan Garcia I ever seen. Didn't rely on his left hook. The most dangerous version of Ryan Garcia I've ever seen. Facts. Boom. Where we at with it? Ryan know if he loses to Haney, all of his hype dies. We say he's nothing without the juice. We'll see. Shakur, like you not the big. He was scared. You not that big. Anthony Perez. Shakur, like you not that big. He was scared. Ryan was way bigger than him. Yeah, that was psychological games. What scared Shakur the most is the new version of Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia dancing around the ring, popping that jab. That's what scared Shakur the most. Real talk. Because the way to beat Shakur, if you're not going to take the fight to him, you got to make him the aggressor. You got to be ahead. You got to play his game. You got to have the quickness and the length to pop him and keep him at the end of your jab. Right? And make him keep coming to you. Pop, and like that's the way to beat. Ryan looked like he could at least attempt to do that. See money. Knocked the molar loose with headgear on. Yeah, I believe Coach Kenny. Boom. Where we at with it? Dr. Dreadlock. We don't got Clifton fired up. Yeah, Clifton fired up. You know, that's my favorite Haniac right there, bro. That's the one. Clifton Dennis. Clifton Dennis, at least he a Haniac with logic. You can't really talk reason with a lot of these Haniacs. You can still reason with Clifton Dennis, though. Clifton Dennis is also our official Bill Haney blow jive translator. Whenever Bill Haney gets on screen talking blow jive, we bring up Clifton Dennis to translate. Real talk. Clifton Dennis, you know what's up.
Cold-blooded. Your daughter's about to become a very wealthy young woman.
Yakking the girl.
All facts. Eddie Kane, man, I agree that Ryan was kind of scared, but he still turned his back. And shit, I don't like that. I mean, you know, he got the silly shell, Eddie Kane. The silly shell. Yeah, Clifton Dennis. Ryan a bad MF. That shoulder roll is amazing. It's the silly shell. The silly shell. WMS, what's good? Welcome to the party. Yeah, we up in here. Yeah. But I like this new version of Ryan, though. I ain't mad at him. I want to see who he fight next. Definitely. But I'm about to roll out. I appreciate y'all for rolling with a brother. All due respect. Much respect to the family. You know, thank you for rolling with Casual Boxing Talk. We got nothing but love for y'all. Yeah, we want this to be your greatest, most successful year ever. You know what I'm saying? We want everything you do to prosper. Real talk. And we want God to bless everything you do. Keep it real out here. Peace.